everybody. How's it hanging? What's going on? What's happening? How are we doing? Let me move my mic here. I love how I always do this. I always get situated, go live, and then get situated, because, duh, why not? Anyway, welcome. Good morning. We are, as you can see here, we are working on finishing up Kel, the Paladin. One of the player characters that I'm painting for the people in my party. This belongs to a really good old friend of mine that dates back to 1998. Wow! Congratulations, Cal. You, I think you just earned your spot as one of the oldest friends I have. Not age-wise, but for how long I've known you. Anyway. I apologize. I am working on, I have a bunch of cold medicine in my body right now. I'm working through this illness. So if I sound cruddy, that's why. But, good morning, everybody. Let's get back onto it. So one of the things I need to do here with Kel is I messed his shield up. You'll notice his shield is a little faded, or a little, like that white line right there. It's not supposed to be there, so I got to touch that up, which should be relatively easy to do. Some of this blue and touch of black, but I might even just see if I can't dry brush some of this blue on there, because that could possibly work, because then it'll kind of look just like a highlight. Did not work. So, is this music too loud today? I feel like it might be too loud today. Too much black, but that's okay. We're not going to use it all. Okay, that should do the trick for that shield. Now, one of the other things I do want to do though is gotta get a little bit more of the metallic on there, and I think I'm gonna put just a touch of brown in the metallic. Make like a little rust, huh? Not that his shield's rusty as much as it is just, maybe dirty. Maybe we'll say it's dirt. Why is my sound alert? It says my sound alert's not working? think I actually fixed that shield very quickly. I was like really nervous about it that whole time. Like I was really regretting the mistakes I made, and I think we're doing better now. Excuse me. Why is... Let's see. Alright, it's working. At least I'm assuming it worked. Let me know if you heard that or not, because it's saying my sound alert source is offline, but I have it connected, so. Not sure what's going on there. We're going to do the leather strapping on his backs of his legs first, and then we're going to move to the arms. So we're going to do 1 part sturge tan and 1 part rigid leather for a lighter kind of leather strap back there. We really don't want it to be dark brown because that's the color of his pants, and we don't want it to be pink. Oh yeah, get after it, bud. So Hey, back. Smurf, what's going on? Sorry, I did not see you guys come in right away. I was busy trying not to fart this up. Welcome. Good morning. I hope you guys are having a great day at work. Not working too hard, hopefully. Just hard enough. Yeah, bub. I just realized too. Is that music too loud too, guys? Let me know. Cause like it's like blasting in my ears really loud today compared to normal. However, I don't know, I turned it down on there. No class, what's up? Wake up after almost 14 hours, Destiny 2. I know, I had you on a pretty long lurk yesterday. I had to end up getting the kids ready for bed and everything. Then my guys over at Treehouse went live with their first playthrough of Outlast, so I had to watch a little bit of that and then lurk on a little bit of that. I was actually very mobile on Twitch last night, which normally I don't get a chance to be on Twitch unless I'm streaming. So it was kind of nice. How are you liking the new Destiny content? You alright, bud? Okay. Okay. What do you got there? Show me. Come here, show me. Can I see that? Alright, let me see what you got there. No. Give me that. Hey, buddy. This is part of the telescope. Let's not play with this. I'm going to hold on to this, okay? No more. Okay? I got like a freaking nice telescope over there, and he's dismantling it. No more, Eddie. Leave it alone. Yeah, we don't want to break that. It's not a cheap thing. Like, it's a nice telescope. He's trying to take it apart. Crazy kids, man, I tell ya. Alright, so now we're gonna do not the, it was the Treant green for his outfit. For his shirt, rather, I should say. And then we're gonna have to go in and paint the leather strapping over it as well. We'll do leather straps on that armor, as well as then we're going to go back and touch up some of the actual metallic portions of the armor. Right here. Yeah, bud. And I really got to make a decision if I'm going to paint his flesh tone more than just that wash. I tend to like just the wash because I think it looks good. I think it does the job. Really good. Loving the story that before was only told in the lore. The new overhaul of Void Bullets brings a lot of customization. Weapon crafting is really fun. Also, the new destination is really fun to get into and exploring the new areas. Nice. Gotta love when they give you new content. Hey, Bubba. Can you go up like play with your toys over there in your play area? Thank you. He's not happy. He's like, no, I really didn't want to just go over there and play, but you know. Thank you. Okay, I see a couple spots of his armor that need to be touched up. Which that's what this is for, right? Hey, Frosty, what's up? It is not Jedi Fallen Order. It shouldn't say Jedi Fallen Order. Oh my gosh. It does say Jedi Fallen Order, doesn't it? Dropping balls, guys. Thanks for the call out, Frosty. It's been a while since I made this mistake, but let me tell you, I've made this mistake before. You know, the only thing I don't like is, now that I updated it, it says Dungeons & Dragons, but when we go back to the VOD will always show Fallen Order, but whatever. Hey, buddy, it's going to be time for your nap soon, okay? So you gotta go play or go take your nap, okay? Don't take apart the telescope. Crazy kid. And we're definitely gonna have to do more brown wash on him. There we go. Hey, Muffin Cake, what's going on? Welcome. Welcome. Hope you're having a wonderful day in your neck of the woods. Which is literally like my neck of the woods. Kiko Baloney, what's good with Kiko Baloney? Kiko Baloney is what's good with Kiko Baloney. Kiko Baloney is good. Gosh, man, this miniature has been such a pain in the ass, man. It's not even funny. I mean, super cool, super fun, but man, the detail and the nooks and the crannies. And actually, Muffin Cake, since you're here... Oh, you're in the office right now. Shh. I didn't hear that. But since you're here, Muffin Cake, look who's getting to start next. That right there would be Drawlight, man. So, for those of you who don't know, Muffin Cake is the owner of Drawlight, the half-elf bard, who we will be starting after I finish up Kel here. Kel is the first miniature that has taken me, I think, multiple sessions to paint, if that tells you anything. And these tiny ones I can usually do 2-3 hours, usually, most. Sometimes I've taken a little bit longer time on it and finished it off stream just because I was trying to put a little more effort into it or something, or maybe I was trying to do something neat and different. But this character, man, I tell you what. I don't know if I'm like over caffeinated today or my blood sugar because I'm sick or what. I feel like I'm shaky. Okay, got that arm. That arm all taken care of. Okay, so wait a minute. All right, so what is your thought on this? So, right, so you're a knight, a paladin, a fighter, whatever. You have armor on. You have your like arm bracers right here, right? Like you have that protect your forearms. But you also have a shield. Would you wear a bracer on your shield arm? Right? Would you wear it on your shield arm, or would you not wear one there because you're kind of always gonna have a shield there? And do you really want it to get in the way of the shield? I ask that because I'm noticing on this figure, there's no detail on the shield arm. It almost looks like they just like melded his arm into the back of the shield, right? Whatever, that's what the mold looks like. But should I paint that? Should I get that metallic armor plating on the inside just like I do on this other arm? Or no? I'm thinking no. I'm thinking if you're going to have your shield all the time in battle, you're kind of not going to wear, just like a lot of fighters who, you know, are right-handed would have armor on the left but not a lot on the right because they're always going to be facing this way, and you know, the pauldron here but not here, and also lets them move, I guess. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that, guys? And actually, Kel, if you're out there, you should be the one telling me because this is in your figure. But really, I think at this point, he's done. The arm, it's going to wash the arms. The lighter leather strapping on the back of the legs is on there now, so that looks decent. I touched up the shield, touched up the cape where I had made a mistake there. I kind of want to put maybe like on these gold pauldrons. It'd be kind of cool. All right, be careful. It'd be kind of cool to like put some like, maybe it would be strapped on, right? So I'm thinking if you're like, if you have a shield, right, with two like leather hoops on it, you put your arm in the one and you're grabbing onto that other one, so your forearm is like against the shield. You wouldn't really have a metal plate armor pauldron there. Maybe a leather like bracer, not pauldron but bracer. You'd have a leather one maybe, but not really a. Or maybe even just something like you would have padding there. You would want to have some quilted padding or something, because if you're taking hits on the shield, you don't want to break your arm. Also, guys, let me know if this music's too loud, because it's blasting in my ears. In fact, I'm going to turn it down on the source. And then just make sure it's okay here. Yeah, let me know if it's too loud. But anyway, I think he's done, and again, we're gonna just do a little bit of brown wash. I think I'll leave the gold pauldrons the way they are. I don't want to muck it up. Music is fine. Well, I adjusted it because it was blasting in my ears. So let me know if it's still fine. Little brown wash. Just make sure that. All right, buddy. Oh, no, what? No, I missed that. All right. Kel, this is, I don't know if you're out there, but this is about done. The boy approves, I guess. Do you approve, Eddie? Do you approve? Is this Eddie approved? Yeah? You like it? All right, good deal. If you like it, I like it. We're gonna do a brown wash on the base, and then we're gonna let him dry. And then in the while he's drying, we're gonna start Drawlight, the Elven Bard of Mad Beats, Rhythm and Rhymes. A hit with the ladies. You just don't mess with certain bards, and he is the one you do not mess with. So in all honesty to everybody out there, though, in the campaign we're currently playing, Drawlight was a very first time I've ever had anybody play a bard in a campaign that I was either a player or DMing. Didn't know what to expect. He ended up being one of the coolest characters I've ever had the privilege of playing with. There he is. It's a little close there. He almost makes the party a little OP'd, which is fine by me, I suppose. I just got to throw harder monsters at the party, I guess. Just kidding. All right, so we are going to go ahead. Drawlight. I need to look up Muffin Cake's message here to see any particulars that I need to be aware of as far as... All right, dark hair, copperish or tan skin, easy. Little goatee or maybe some trimmed facial hair. Full elf, obviously no facial hair. Half elves with their human heritage would absolutely have some facial hair. Sometimes a lot, most of the times not though. Typically wears breeches and high soft leather boots, a billowing, colorful or bright white shirt, and finely embroidered jacket. So the figure we have here has a nice embroidered jacket we can do a little fancy schmancy colors on. He also has a cloak. So cloak wise, He does have kind of lame hair compared to like the picture you sent me, so I apologize for that. We'll have to just do what we can with that one. They definitely took the half elf in this miniature and made it very elfish looking. So, and then the boots are really, we got some nice tall boots, soft leather boots. We'll do real nice light tan, light leather, maybe like a pigskin boots, soft and pliant. There are, I'm just not going to tell you about those parts of the boots. And then, okay, hush, hush. Real quickly, muffin cake. While you're on here, what kind of color scheme are you looking? Was he somebody who wore a lot of red? Did he wear a lot of? Did he wear a lot of yellow? Maybe gold embroidered with greens. Maybe blue and gold. I don't know. What do you got? What are you thinking? I know the picture you have here is red with like gold trim. Totally doable. But really, anything you want. Oh, sorry. Hey, listen, if you want to avoid that, all you got to do is subscribe to my channel or use your Amazon Prime membership and just do a free subscription. No more ads. You will get pre-roll ads because that's a guarantee now, but no more ads during it. Anyway, what I was asking is what kind of color scheme are you thinking for this character? Honestly, I'm thinking, my opinion, a green cloak. Very colorful. Dealer's choice because he would change a lot. I got you then. I got you. We're gonna do like a really nice bright green cloak. We're gonna do let me think. White shirts. Shirt's not really gonna be very visible, except for right there. So that'll be easy to kind of do. And maybe a red cloak with like a brown overcoat with gold trim on top of the white shirt. With maybe we'll do like a certain color pants, and then if we do red cloak, red, brown, white, gold trim, red cloak, white shirt, brown jacket, brownish pants with the gold trim again, and then like a reddish leather boots with gold trim and those beautiful accents that I'm not going to tell you about. You're just going to see when you see it. We're gonna come up with this one. We got this. So, sorry, excuse me. All right, let me make sure I get this down. I gotta type this out because we're gonna do gold. Whoops, nope. I don't know what just popped up here. Get out of here. Meet and chat with friends and family. No thanks. I don't know what that is. All right, we're gonna do a red cloak, brown tan overcoat, white shirt, red leather Nikes. All right, we're gonna do red leather boots, gold trim. It might look yellow. You're gonna see this pop up in the Discord message, but you know, just know that I'm just typing it out so I have it. Oh, okay. Hey, buddy, can you go put that wheel over there where it belongs? Danke. So I have it so I don't mess it up, right? Gold trim, dark brown hair or black hair, dark hair, copper skin tone. Even though you wrote it right there in front of me and I just rewrote it, but whatever. Okay. Wow, man, this guy's tiny. So if you guys want like just an understanding of size, this is one of the Paladins I've done, which I really, really like how he turned out. Size-wise compared to this this bard. Or you got a barbarian as well, you know, right? Looks like looks like a halfling compared to that barbarian. Up this palette a little bit. All right, Drawlight is going to be assembled today. How fun is that? All right, so we have a dragon fire red cloak. start with flesh tones. Hey, what color is your lyre? Just kidding. Just kidding. So I've been starting off lately doing these miniatures. I've started off doing these flesh washes on the faces, the hands, the arms first. Crazy over there. Anyway, it's really made a big difference starting off with doing the skin first. And even if you just get a one layer of wash down first, it's a good kind of base to have sets where you don't have to then sit there and pick and choose and look. Is that arm? Is that part of his shirt? Is that part of his hand? You know. So it's a really good way to like start off with your boundaries right off the bat, and you can always touch up wash afterwards, you know. Okay, let that dry a little bit. So everybody that's in the chat right now, do you guys remember this book? Because if you do, it's a fun one to go back and read again as an adult. I don't know. I've always been partial to scary stories, horror movies, you know, anything of the sort that gives you a spook. I've always enjoyed it, even as a kid. I don't know why. Halloween was always one of my favorites. You know what I just realized? For some reason, my Nightbot and my no, he's there. Bizarre. Anyway. Hey, Aunt Mosh is here. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. I'm happy to see you here. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Oh, man. you guys notice, I'm still wearing my pajama pants. I am laying super low. I'm still kind of... Ugh. So, pajamas and naps are in order for the day after the stream. Alright, let's get this cloak done. In fact, I probably shouldn't have my paintbrushes in my mouth all day long. I'm hoping after today I'll be on the up and up to the point where I can go back to the gym and at least do a little running on the treadmill, because I feel very, very bleh. Whoa! Well, that sucks. Does that red look too bright for a cloak? I mean, he's a very flamboyant, not flamboyant, but he's a bard. He's an actor, an entertainer, a musician, and a poet. I feel like bright colors will fit him very well. So let's do it. Pardon me, excuse me.
Spent it in good company, and all the harm I have ever done, alas it was to
For a bard, not at all. See, that's what I was thinking. I often think the way everything is explained to me about this character, I imagine maybe like Lando Calrissian, right? Like Lando was always a big colors and cloaks and character in his clothing outfit choices, right? Good news is once I get these done, once he's done, I'll be able to mail these out. Well, I'll drive this over to your place, Muffin Cake, but Kel and Grethic will get mailed out. Good color. Always the hard part about doing stuff like this is, thank you, Aunt Masha. Good stuff, good music. It's getting between legs to the inside of cloaks, etc. Not easy, and I'm painting the scabbard, which We'll probably paint the scabbard black anyway later, so. Like, I don't want to get it all over the pants. It's gonna happen. So the rest will be shirts. That's just got to dry a little bit. Yeah, so I have a playlist of just some royalty-free fantasy tunes, and that's the only one I think in the entire playlist that is an actual real song. Lord knows who does it. I don't know who is performing that version of it. It's an old Irish folk song. Breaking out a new brush. We're gonna use this one for the jacket. So hang on a second. That's like an over shirt. So really, we could do right there. We'll come down with gold trim. That looks like a pouch, maybe. I don't know. I can't really tell what that is. So maybe we'll stick with just some like an off-white shirt. Maybe some of this ancient mummy yellow with white to give it kind of like a linen color. That might be too bright of a yellow though. Maybe something like that with white, like mostly white, just a dab of that. We're definitely doing gold trim on these boots. These boots are just going to be rocking. Red cloak. Green pants? What do you guys think? Poll time. Green pants? Brown basic pants? I don't want him to look like Father Christmas. I thought I already had this decided, and now I'm second guessing myself here. Black pants. The reason I don't want to do black pants is because his scabbard's going to be black, but I could do his scabbard brown, but that would still be very dark. And then I feel like there's some details I want to put on the pants, so I don't think black is the choice, because it just might wash out. Everything might kind of fade away. Dark green, not too bright compared to the red though. Brown is good too. I'm thinking the cloak is going to be his accent piece, right? So you have this performer, and he's going to have on, some nice clothes. But even a bard's going to wear sturdy pants to travel in. Maybe not like rough burlap pants, but like he's going to wear practical pants. But his accent, his statement piece is going to be that red flowing cloak he wears with the gold trim around the neck, and the gold trim around his boots with the red boot. Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know what I'm saying. That's all that matters. I'm painting this thing, damn it. I'm just kidding. We're gonna do brown pants, but we're gonna do a nice light brown, almost like imagine like velvety brown. So not like brown leather pants, but like a nice, clean, brown, velvety pants that he brushes every morning to get all the dust and the burrs and the horse hair off of. Put a lot of thought into this. Actually, we're gonna do one more coat of it on this cloak because it's pretty dry now. It's going crazy over there today. Gonna be time for your nap soon, bud. A little dab here. And I also feel like a bard, like for the most part, a bard's weapons wouldn't be very flamboyant, right? But maybe yours, because your guy's carrying a rapier, and I feel like rapiers can have those nice, like fancy basket type hilts and or hand guards, whatever they're called. Okay, so we were gonna move down next to the pants. And we decided on a nice light brown color. Hey, they're coming to pick up my trash finally. I love though when you start painting miniatures like this though, and you just get like this. Oh look, he's got a red cloak. It looks so bad. Yeah, Muffin Cake. That's what I was thinking, right? His weapons wouldn't be very flamboyant and flashy and whatever, but his instruments, his outfits, his presentation, right? He doesn't want to use his sword. Probably he wants to use his lyre, his lute. He wants to blast out some killer tunes and enchant his fellow party members, or maybe charm an animal or beast of some kind. He's a lover. He's not a fighter, right? So I'm going to tell you what, though, your Drawlight has proven to be very, very useful in battle. So it looks like the game Elden Ring dropped. I don't know if anybody's excited about that. I know my friends over at Treehouse Gaming are very excited for it. I was interested in getting it. The more I played some, like Sekiro and just all these other Souls games, I was like, maybe they're just not for me. I think the thing that
excited me the most about Elden Ring was the lore aspect of it, right? The fact that there's it was written by George R.R. Martin or with his help or whatever, and you know that's interesting. I'm not a diehard George R.R. Martin fan by any stretch of the word, but you know, most of those games aren't really like filled to the brim with lore, so it could be cool to get something new from him. You know, since we're not ever going to get any kind of Song of Ice and Fire from him like we should. So anyway, so I was thinking about playing that, but I think I'm going to hold off. I am very excited for... I'll tell you what I want. I want Breath of the Wild 2, and I want a Chrono Trigger remake. I'm happy that they're remastering Chrono Cross. I'm going to probably get it, play it, and enjoy playing it. But, come on, man. Chrono Trigger, dude, is the greatest game ever made, and you can't remaster it at this point. You remastered every Final Fantasy. You remastered a bunch of Dragon Quest games. All I'm saying is Chrono Trigger, guys. Am I right or am I right? Oh, there's so many good games on the Switch, though, back. I mean, Breath of the Wild 2 and Metroid Prime 4. I'm not a big Metroid fan. I was, but they lost me a while ago on the 3DS. Prime 4, maybe, I would play. Breath of the Wild 2, though, for sure. But there's a lot of really good games on the Switch, man, that you're missing out on if you don't own one. And I totally get it, because there's a lot of systems out there and a lot of games you can get on PC. But those Nintendo exclusives, man, a lot of those you can't beat. Like, I'm really excited for the new Kirby game, too. I had a cat named Kirby. I didn't name him. He was named after Kirby Puckett because the person we got him from was a big Twins fan, but I like to think that he was named after Kirby, the pink critter from Nintendo. So I'm going to do another coat on these legs here, and then we're going to take a quick 2-minute break. So I can go put the boy down for his nap. It is 11 o'clock, I believe, already, isn't it? Oh, 5 more minutes. We got a few minutes here. But it's that time of the stream where I have to go put him down for his nap. I'm thinking, now that I'm doing this, too, I'm thinking the, what did I say for... Red cloak, brown tan overcoat. We never said pants color, so I'm thinking I'm swapping up this. I'm not going to do a brown tan overcoat. I think that'll be the dark green, almost like a forest green. No class, thank you so much. Most of them are just remakes I have on Wii U. Okay, if you have a Wii U, I totally get that. I would love to get a Wii U just so I could play Wind Waker, which is my favorite Zelda game of all time. Also, make sure you're on my Discord channel server because I will be posting a picture of Kel. Since I finished him today, we got to post a picture of him on there, as well as when we finish Drawlight here, we'll get a picture posted. So that is his pants are pretty much done. We'll do some dry brushing on his pants, or maybe some just like manual highlighting. He looks like he's got kind of like bands around his thigh and then band right below his knees, almost like he's got something to like breeches, right? Breeches would have breeches. Am I saying that right, guys? Where they kind of like knee length, they would go down to a little bit of the calf, tuck into the boot, but then the boot would be what's actually covering your lower leg. So it looks like he's rocking something like that. Hey, Crazy Whitakers is in the house. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for that lurk. Welcome, and have a great day. I am going to take a very, very quick break, guys. It should only take me, maybe 2 minutes. Just got to go get the boy upstairs, get him in some comfy clothes, and put him down for his nap, because it is 11 o'clock a.m. my time, and that's when he takes his nap. And then I can finish my stream. So we'll go ahead and do a quick break. I'll leave the music playing for you guys. Enjoy, and I will be right back. Right. Yeah, I've got every Zelda game on Wii U except Skyward Sword. Only game I didn't finish. I actually have Skyward Sword on the Switch, and I was thinking about... I was actually talking to my daughter Rosemary today, this morning when she was getting ready for school, about maybe playing that tonight with her. She likes to watch me play Zelda games. She loves Zelda, but she likes to watch... She plays Breath of the Wild, but... So I might play some Skyward Sword today. I might do that. Also, just pay attention to that Nightbot right there, guys. With some bits donations, you can get your very own miniature that I paint for you. You just tell me the class, race, etc., and I will paint it for you and mail it to you. Also, you can pick the next game that I am going to play after Jedi Fallen Order. Also, just a heads up, I don't do the 10s units on painting streams. I'm sorry. I know the 10s unit's pretty crazy just as it is, but I just don't feel like it's not smart to do when I'm painting. In fact, I should probably have the Nightbot pause on those. Duh. There we go. Anyway. Alright, so we have the pants done now. That is absolutely like a big knit pouch on his right side. Let's do his boots. All right. We're doing boots, guys. The question is that too red? Should I make it a little more brown? You know what? No, I'm not. Because we can always hit it with a brown wash at the end, which will give it that kind of duller, you know, hey, these are boots, not just, you know, I've walked in these, I've traveled in these, I've fought a gelatinous cube in these, I have fought a kraken in these, I have fought many battles in these boots, right? For those of you wondering, this guy did fight all those things. And lived to tell the tale. And in fact, and if I'm not mistaken, and Muffin Cake, correct me if I'm wrong, but he was definitely the one that was looking to be the lone survivor of the Kraken battle. He was the smartest one out of the bunch to like get the hell off of the the boat, the ship they were on. You did not miss too much. I went and put the boy down for his nap, as it is that time, and we are getting his we're getting Drawlight's boots done here, and I was discussing with everybody about how these boots, you know, even though they're going to look nice and fancy, they have seen a lot of action. They have they were worn while fighting a gelatinous cube, goblins, and orcs, kraken, so these are some very well made boots. aren't just some Chuck Taylors. He isn't too brave, but I think he's smart. I think you're selling him a little short. I think Drawlight is the hidden hero in the whole mess of things. Lost a brother during this campaign. Just trying to get home. Very helpful, very insightful in all the encounters. I think when Grethic was slightly emotionally compromised, and I only say slightly, poor guy. His own mother was murdered in his hands, in his arms. But when Grethic was emotionally compromised, I feel like Drawlight definitely stepped up and was like, we need to figure this out and go. I think Drawlight is has become a very important part of the trio. Now, if we go to pure physicality, oh, you absolutely will be able to. Absolutely will be able to. In fact, I was going to talk to you, Vinny, and Chad about that at some point, and we could discuss it tomorrow. But I have picked up a new book, Tales of the Yawning Portal, which is a Tales from the Yawning Portal. Yawning Portal is a tavern in Waterdeep, and in this book there are some adventures, one of which is the Tomb of Horrors, which, if you know anything about D&D history, etc., you know is one of the most difficult, notoriously difficult modules to ever be created for advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I'm thinking they could be very easily modified to exist in Faerun. And we might have to play those. Yeah, legendarily hard. You got it, dude. You got it. I don't know. I think by the time this campaign's over, and by the time you work through about 5 or 6 other campaign or other modules, they will be close to level 20, if not level 20, and might be able to handle this very difficult module, dungeon. Alright, boots have their one coat on. Right now it's going to look like it's like, oh, red boots, red cape. But you'll notice that the boots in this blurry camera are slightly different color than the cape. Still red, and there's going to be some accents and highlights on him. You notice here, he actually has little wings on his boots. And I'm sorry if that's lame and you didn't want them, but they're on his boots, and I'm going to paint them. So we'll do some highlights on his pants still. We still have to paint his base. We still have to paint his shirt, his sleeves, his instruments, and sword. And really, once that's all done, there's not a lot of other details. He has one little pouch thing over here. I don't know. We might make that a dark brown. But once it's all done, it's highlight and detail time, which is my favorite. That's my favorite part of painting miniatures, because doing the highlights and the washes is where your characters really start to pop out. You know, I mean, you look at when you look at some of these other ones I've done, like I use this guy a lot as an example, but this Paladin here, I mean, he has like some really awesome metallic chainmail, and the rings are painted, and it looks like there's mud caked up in some of the links of the chainmail. So those highlights are what really kind of bring them all together. Instead of right now, it's looking like this red, brown, bleh. It gets better. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry, my wife just messaged me. I love my wife so much. All right. Green shirt. Green shirt. It's going to happen. I love how like I totally put in that chat on Discord like, all right, I want to write down how I'm going to paint him. And the only thing I've stuck to is red cloak. We're going to stick with the gold trim too, though. I'm not going to do another coat of paint on his legs, though, because we're going to do a wash on it, and it'll come together anyway. Boots. We're going to do a little... The hell's all my... There it is. We're going to hit these with bright white. We'll wash it out if we need to later. Not really concerned. Not concerned at all. I hate using red paint though, man, because it gets in your brushes. And you'll soak and you'll wash and you'll soak and you'll wash and then you'll like do it again and wipe it on a paper towel and the paper towel will be pink and it's like, the hell, man. The song is very Drawlight-esque. Maybe not. Not really. Maybe. Missed that. Tiniest spot ever on the back of this boot. Love the taste of acrylic paint in the morning. You know, what I was also going to tell you too, Muffin Cake, if your wife is interested in playing D&D ever, totally up to you, but we are going to be doing that Strixhaven one in the springtime, maybe late spring we'll probably do it. So maybe like May or June, and you know, kind of like Harry Potter meets D&D. Look at these beautiful wings on his boots, dude. Just stunningly gorgeous. If I saw him, dude, in real life wearing these winged boots, I'd be like, he drives a Ford. Do you know why I would say that? I'm gonna let you guys guess why that's a funny joke. before you guys say anything bad about Ford, I drive a Ford. Well, you know what they say there, Muffin Cake. Married couples that play D&D together play D&D together. But anyway, so the joke is, right? So if I saw somebody wearing these boots with wings on them, I would say he drives a Ford. The reason I said that is because Hermes, the god who had the winged feet in Greek mythology, in Roman mythology was called Mercury. Mercury... I hope I'm not messing this up, but Mercury is a type of car made by Ford. See how I made the connection there? It's a horrible joke, I know, but I made it, and I stuck by it. I even took time to explain it. All right, green shirt time. Green shirt time. So I'm thinking... All right. Hey, listen, man. I tried to get in Jess to play D&D. She played back in 2011. We weren't even married yet, and she played Dungeons and Dragons with me, my brother, my nephew, my niece, and I think my sister-in-law played too. Yeah. She stopped playing D&D after we got married. You know what they say, man? Once you get married, they stop playing Dungeons and Dragons with you. Glitch Eater, what's going on? Welcome to the stream. Excuse me, sorry. Just realized I made a little bit of a continuity error here, if that's possible. Going back though, Muffin Cake, to your, I kind of missed this. You hope to play him again, which we kind of discussed. I said I would really love to have this party go through some of these modules in this new book I have, but also looking forward to new characters too, I suppose. Well, I mean, you don't have to sound so disappointed about it. I mean, you know, making new characters is fun. Glitch Eater, how's it going? Real quickly, if you don't mind me asking, Glitch Eater, are you... I know I follow you, but how did you find my stream? Was this through random, or are you part of SSG? I feel like you are. I've been so out of the loop on the SSG stuff, man. I need to get back into it. Need to focus on spending some time in some streams. So if you are, I'll make sure I get over there. But either way, welcome, and I hope you're having a great day. Awesome time. You are not part of an SSG. Well, let me tell you, Glitch Eater, if you are not part of SSG and you do stream, you should reach out. We're always looking for really cool people. But welcome, yeah. So on every Wednesday of the week, I take a break from streaming a video game, and I paint Dungeons and Dragons miniatures. I have probably a dozen that I've done so far, and I'm doing right now. I'm working on. This is a half-elf bard. His name is Drawlight. He is played in a campaign I'm running right now. He's actually played by, you'll see the name in the chat, the Muffin Cake. And so I decided with this campaign, this is the first campaign I ran in a long time. Probably, I think, one of the first real D&D campaigns that the Muffin Cake played in. First D&D that I played with one of my cousin that's in it as well. So it's a very monumental D&D campaign for me. So I'm painting a miniature for each of the players in the party right now, and I'm sending them to them. So yeah, so this is the last one. I finished Kel. I got to do his basing still, but I finished Kel today. He is human Paladin in the group. The other one in the party is Grephic. He's a half-orc rogue, right here. Very pivotal to the whole story and the campaign. And then, yeah, like I said, we're working on Drawlight right now. The Bard. Very good Bard, too, I might add. So, but welcome, and I hope you're having a great day, man. I really do. This is a, compared to my other streams, this is one of my more laid-back ones. I was in a raid, and then your stream was ending, and that was last week. Oh, all right. So that is pretty lit. I wanted to play D&D, but had too many issues. What do you mean, too many issues? I mean, just like finding the time, etc. I mean, because that's key, right? It's always difficult to, it's always difficult in finding time and, And then when you're playing with other people, it's always difficult because you got to make sure they have the time, and it can get tricky, and it's a bummer sometimes when it doesn't work out. I had to dip out on a session of D&D from last week, 2 weeks ago, Saturday, that I'm a player in, and I just couldn't do it, man. I had the kids around and just too much going on. I just couldn't play, and my wife was working late, so she couldn't, be with the kids, so I had to be very attentive. So it happens, and it just always sucks when it's last minute, and you got to be the guy that's doing the last minute bailouts. But it happens to the best of us. Finding the time and people didn't teach me well enough, or issues with them, etc. I'm still the noob. Haha, no worries at all, man. Don't ever feel like you need to, there's not really, like, I mean, here's the thing. The hardest part about Dungeons & Dragons, in my experience, that you'll find is, it's just learning the lore. And even that, you don't really have to do. You can play a character and so what if you don't know what kind of food a dark elf eats, or you don't know, exactly where, a dire troll will make his cave nest or whatever, right? Like it does. That's the kind of stuff that doesn't matter. And if you get in a good enough group of people, they should be explaining anything to you that you would need to know. And then the flip side is, here's the thing, maybe your character doesn't even know that anyway, because you're playing a not-so-smart character. I don't know. Maybe heavy on strength and agility. He's a barbarian, maybe, and doesn't really know those kind of things. So you'd be rolling anyway, and the DM should be explaining it to you. So the hardest part about it is learning the lore, and even that you don't have to do fully. Just get with a good group of people and play the game. One of your best bets, too, is if you have a local game store, you can always go to a local game store and just be like, look, man, I'm trying to find people to play D&D with. I guarantee you, you will find somebody willing to play with you. And I know here in the town that I live in, there's actually a Facebook group designed for people to find other people to play D&D with, or to list. Maybe you're running a game and you want to find players. And I'm a member of that group. But I lucked out because I have a brother-in-law that wants to play. Oh, you're in an ad at the moment, sorry. think I might need to lower the ad time. People are saying they're in ads a lot lately on my stream, and I thought I did it like 1 minute ad per hour, but maybe not. Right on, man. I appreciate it. I really do. But I still don't want it. Yeah, it's... should only be going once per hour, so... But yeah, definitely, if you can find yourself a good group of people to play D&D with, you'll have a lot of fun. I run a game right now. We play like on Sunday, and then the next Sunday we play, and then we take one Sunday off, and then we play Sunday, take a day off. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Thank you for telling me. It's good to know. And then it goes off of whatever you have set after that. All right, so I got some touching up to do on his cloak. That's nice. There we go. Cloak, touch up, engage. All right, so this guy is not so. All right, so the last miniature I painted was Kel the Paladin, human paladin player in my campaign. Painted him. He was hands down the most difficult miniature I have painted. Super difficult. I thought this one here was going to be difficult due to this, just due to the size. And he's not. And there's not a lot of detail on him. He has a cloak, he has a shirt with some stitching, he has a sword, a scabbard, he has his lyre, which I'm going to do last probably. But really, it's actually kind of fun right now. I'm having a really fun time painting him because he's not super, I don't know, super detailed. And I think that's awesome. So one of the things I'm reading up on right now, and like really digging in and reading on for D&D, is Strixhaven, which is my next campaign is going to take place there. Essentially, if anybody's ever interested in like D&D and also are big fans of Harry Potter, Strixhaven is right up your alley. It's a university created for people to learn all forms of academics as well as magic, but most importantly, using magic to help them learn, right? So like, hey, I'm learning math, how can we use magic to amplify my learning experience with math, right? That's a horrible example, but you get the point. So that's one I'm looking forward to running with here eventually. Okay, we have a pouch we're gonna do, and you know what? We're gonna say, hey, listen, he has a brown leather pouch. Maybe he's got some like bedazzled bejewels on it or something. Figure that out here in a bit. He definitely has a bag. In fact, we can even say it is the bag of holding that he has in the campaign. Because in Muffin Cake, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure Drawlight is the one that is holding on to that because it was held on to by your brother. And then I think maybe you took it after he expired. So we're going to say he has the bag of holding on his hip here. For those of you who are not aware of what a bag of holding is, it's literally a bag for holding things. I'm just kidding. Well, I'm not kidding. That's very true. But it's also, it is a bag that maybe it's a 1 by 1 foot square pouch, but it can hold 5 times that volume and stuff and X amount of poundages. So it's like, you know, think of like all those, watching you paint, but I just got killed by the biggest spider in the exiled lands. I told you, man, I sent you a picture of that spider. He chased me, man. I was going up to that new area we want to build in, and he annihilated me this morning. All right. So a bag of holding, essentially, though, is just like a bag that can hold a lot of stuff. And the team, the party got it after killing a gelatinous cube in some temple ruins underground. And what's cool about that is they also got a trident, which I believe is in the bag of holding. Maybe not. It might have been left on Hector's body. I can't remember because he had it. But also some aqua armor. But oddly enough, nobody's really tried to decipher the armor or really look into it. That's pretty cool that you make them yourself. Is that true? That is true. Yeah. Yep. For 1,000 bits, I will put a. You can pick a miniature race class, and I will get it painted. Put it in the order for the painting. So if I'm working on one right now, it'll be the next one I work on, and then I will DM you, get the proper details to get it mailed out to you when it's finished. Mm-hmm. Nobody has done it yet. No, the ones I'm painting for people right now, they're family and friends of mine. So I'm just doing it for them because I'm painting these anyway, and I thought it'd be really cool to commemorate the campaign. But no, it's a relatively newer donation drive that I started doing. So if you want to be the first, man, just let me know. We did just recently do a sub drive though for subscriptions, and we gave out some merchandise. So Treehouse Gaming, Thomas at Treehouse Gaming got a T-shirt and a beanie hat with my cheeseburger logo on it, and then We have, oh man! Glitch Eater for the win. All right, you got it. I will DM you. We'll get it worked out, and that's fantastic. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And you have made Kiko Baloney streaming history as the first person to redeem bits for a giveaway. So yep. We will be in contact shortly. I don't remember what I was talking about. I was talking about something. Glitch Eater, be sure you follow me on my socials. You can see them at the bottom of the screen there. But also they'll pop up via Nightbot. We can also DM through all of that as well. Might be a little easier than going through this. But congratulations. Think about the race, the class. You know, I can send you pictures of some of the ones I've done up here as well. Like if you get on my Discord, I have a channel specifically set aside for miniature painting, so you can see some of the other stuff that I've done there. And then you can just kind of come up with how you want. Like again, you want a human barbarian? Do you want a goblin? Do you want a female tiefling sorcerer? I mean, we'll talk. We'll get it figured out, bud. Congratulations. All right. So we do have here, there's scabbard. We are going to do, did we decide on a black scabbard or maybe dark brown leather? I want dark brown leather. And we'll also make sure we give a shout out to Glitch Eater there. Dying Light 2, how do you like that game? I have yet to play it. Let's see. What happened to my... Gotta have tunes on here. I don't know what happened to my tunes. Alright, black. What was I talking about before I got the 1,000-bit donation from Glitch Eater? Totally lost my train of thought. I like the first one more, but I'm still going through it. Oh, really? That's interesting. I enjoyed the first one as well, so I assumed it would be a lot better. And everybody, too, just remember that if you like the content you see here, don't hesitate to subscribe. If you have a Amazon Prime account and you have that Amazon Prime sub available, hey, why not use it here? It's always welcome, and you get to have a sub to me, and it's free. The game is alright. That thing that sucks about being in work. Wait, what? I'm not in work. Well, this is my work actually. If we're gonna be honest, this is what I do Monday through Friday. 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. Can't stream as much, and it's usually super late, so trying to make it happen takes tons of work, but it's paying off for sure. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't do the late night stuff. I'm always in bed by, usually I'm asleep and in bed by between 8 and 9 p.m. But I'm also a very early riser, you know, so even on my days off on the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, I'm up at between 4 and 5 a.m. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m. most nights. Wait a minute. 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. all the way to 12 p.m. most nights. What do you mean? I'm sorry, I'm confused. You work during those hours? Or you're trying to stream during those hours? You're trying to stream during those hours, that's intense. Uh-oh. No class with the drum hub. Oh, this paint. So messed up. So I work about 10 hours and stream about 2. Ouch. With my day, it starts around 5 to 6 a.m. Got it. To at least 4 p.m. And then stream around 6 p.m. There you go. Wow, man, that's a busy day, bro. Congratulations on that. Oops. No class is in the house. I think he was doing a little working and lurking. All right, this is my favorite part of painting miniatures, getting the details. So obviously this guy's gonna have some really wicked gold trim on his boots. Really steady hand here. Muffin Cake, I just want to let you know I might have unintentionally made Drawlight's boots look very Wonder Woman-y. Not on purpose. Oh, I love this, dude. This is such a good miniature to paint. No, it doesn't look very Wonder. I mean, it kind of does if you really think about it. Now that I said that, you'll probably see it and think it, but Whew. I'm on detail mode here, and if you guys have watched me paint before, when you start doing these details, you like are like. You cannot. All right, Glitch Eater, I just got your whisper there, and you will be if I do not finish this character today, which means I will probably next week Wednesday pick up on this character. But your miniature will be the very next miniature that I paint. And I will head out to the I will get you going. I got you going, man. I got you. I'm actually looking forward to painting that, by the way, because that is a race I have not had a whole lot of. I haven't painted a whole. I have one of those painted already. It'll be cool. Awesome. That's gonna be a fun one. Can I tell everybody? Are you okay if I just tell everybody the race? And did you want what male, female? What would you like? And actually, I think you said it down there, and I just missed it. All right, so for those of you who were not in the stream just a second ago or a little bit ago, you did say male. I'm sorry about that. You said that. Glitch Eater, as you notice, I have a couple different redeemable kind of bit drives that pop up. You know, you can donate bits for X, Y, or Z. One of them is 1,000 bits, gets you a miniature painted by me and mailed out to you. So you get to pick it, you get to choose it, and you get to keep it when it's done. I send it out to you. So that being said, Glitch Eater redeemed that today. So he's going to be a very the next bit. This man is who I found you through. Oh, right on, man. So Glitch Smurf, I actually play D&D with him on Saturdays. Not every Saturday, but he's in the party I'm a part of, and I will be playing this Saturday. Here, but so yeah, we're going to be doing a male elf, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm going to be able to pick the class for you, which, you know, I'm going to take into consideration the color scheme you gave me, and I think it's going to be a really fun color scheme. I hope you don't mind a slightly chaotic neutral or lawful. I don't know. I hope you don't mind a somewhat bad guy. He won't be bad. You want him to be bad? I can make him a villain, or I can make him just very, very neutral. Too much. Damn it. It's not miniature painting if you're not wasting paint. Let the universe guide me. Rock and roll. If you redeem now, yeah, you'll be the second one up for sure. Second one up. I am doing this. I have to finish this character. Then after this one, I'm working on Glitch Eaters and getting that sent out to him. And then you would be the next one. Glitch Eater, just cheer. I'm confused now, Glitch Eater. You want a good and evil elf? Holy smokes, guys! All right, man, I got it covered. You want one male, one female? Do you have a just shoot me over the details you want, and we'll get that going. Thank you so much, and I will make sure those are done on the next streams. One of each. There we go, guys. Everybody, we have red and black male elf. Okay, so we have a red and black as your color schemes for, I'm assuming, the evil elf. Like I said, just shoot me over what you want, how you want that done. We'll make it happen. So right now on Drawlight, though, back to the current character I'm working on here, we're just getting these details done. We're going to have to do some highlighting and some dry brushing done to give it the depth. We still have to do some washes. I still have to do his sword hilts. I have a little spot up here that I need to just paint green. We're going to paint the whole sword hilt green just because it's right up on his shirt, and then we'll do the detail of that sword hilt on top afterwards. I think we're going to make this a very simple sword, though. One of each, man. Hey, man, you don't have to apologize. You are giving me direction on my painting streams, and you're supporting me, and that is a phenomenal thing to do, and I'm very grateful for it. Thank you so much. Again, this is something that I started doing on my streams. Well, I don't even remember when it was, to be honest with you. It was maybe a month ago. And people really seem to like seeing me paint Dungeons and Dragons miniatures and talk about D&D. And then make sure you stick around, though, because at the end of the stream I've started to end it with either somebody from the chat can let me know, or I can pick at random out of the monster manual, and we discuss. I read a snippet of a monster out of the monster manual. Just a fun little things to do here when we do our D&D painting streams. that. We're gonna waste more paint. We'll use the brown we have. Oh, there it is. Couldn't find my black paint. Hey, Muffin Cake, thank you so much for stopping by. I'm happy you got to see some of your character come to life here on stream. And we will, yeah, I'll talk to you soon, brother. Don't work too hard, man. Or hardly work. One of the two. Male would be okay, well, hang on a second. So, toxic green with purple highlights. Female elf chaotic evil. All right. Green and purple highlights. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the Misfits. I don't know if you're a fan of the band The Misfits, but they used the newer, the 1990s Misfits did a lot of green and purple in the artwork. Welcome back, Glitch Eater. Never heard of the Misfits, huh? Well, you're missing out. If you like punk rock, you should check them out. They were a horror punk band started in 1977. It was the singer Glenn Danzig's first band. And then he left and went on to do some other stuff, obviously. But they still played in the They still played in the 90s. The Misfits came back in the mid-90s, 95, 96, with the singer Michael Graves, who, oddly enough, fun story about the person you're watching here, me. Michael Graves actually then started his own solo group afterwards, and he came to the town I was living in, and the punk rock band that I was playing in at the time got to open up for him. It was really cool. It's one of the few larger bands that I have opened up for when I played in a punk band. Long time ago. Whew, take a break from that. All right, stretch my old fingers out here. Don't forget to take a drink break. Hydration is key. I'm almost out of my delicious Miami Nights flavored G Fuel. Pina colada and strawberry. So, male would be true good, lawful good, and then a chaotic evil. Yin and yang, brother and sister maybe, separated at birth, reunited in battle many years later. Okay, so we are doing a pretty good job there. Okay, we need to do some dry brushing now. So dry brushing is one of the very first painting techniques I learned. That is a super easy way to give your character miniatures kind of depth and texture. So you dab your bristles of the tip of your brush, you dab in paint, and then you brush it off onto some paper towel. Then you just in the same direction, just barely touch. And what you might notice on the camera, you might not because of the quality of the camera, but you notice that the high points of that cloak now have like a lighter tone to it. So it gives it that depth. You know, the material closer to the top is going to be lighter, and then the material down is going to have shadow, so it'll be darker. I need to make a little bit more dry brushing on that, and then we're going to use the same flumph pink color to dry brush detail on the boots. How long have I been painting lifetime wise? I don't mean to scare you since you just commissioned me to paint 2 miniatures for you. But I've only been doing this for maybe a month to 2 months. But it's something that I really enjoy doing, and I've really taken to. And again, I'll send you pictures. I'm not bad at it. And you can ask my cousin Vinny Van Gogh. He's in this chat, I believe. He's been painting much longer than me, and he thinks I do a very good job. So, yeah. You know, and the fun thing with painting miniatures is there's really no rules to it. You can kind of do whatever you want. Unless you're trying to be true to, like, some people paint, like, you know, tanks from World War II, right? And it's like, well, you gotta, you try to paint accurately to history. But when you're doing fantasy stuff like this, refund you. I told you, man, I didn't want to scare you, but I'm not bad. I'm really not bad. I mean, you can see, like, so for example, here's a really cool orc I did, and he's got a cool sandy base with some shrubbery. I mean, these are all hand painted, right? That's not bad. And then, you know, here's a beholder I painted. This is one of my favorite ones I painted, monster-wise. And I really like this one with the chitinous bone scales kind of coming out of it, but that's pretty cool one. Here is a Goristro, basically a demon. Painted that one by hand too. It's very close to the camera there. But just to give you an understanding, like, I'm not horrible at this, right? And the key too is just, I mean, as you can see, you know, it's something I really enjoy doing. I love playing Dungeons and Dragons. I love reading the lore of D&D, reading all the books. So when I do this, I try to take my time and put effort into it. You know, the good effort into it. So don't worry, you're in good hands, man. Yeah, I started on the I started with doing like the larger monsters because I thought in my head like those are going to be easier, and in the grand scheme of things, they were easier. Right, like they were definitely easier as far as like, you know, holding on to them and you know and whatnot. But that being said, when you make a mistake on one of those larger ones, it's a lot more noticeable, right? So it's like if you bleed over a little bit of paint here and there on the larger ones, it's like, oh wow, I really got to fix that. With the smaller ones like this, you can do a little ink wash here or do something else to kind of cover up those mistakes, and it really just blends in with the whole figure better. So it's just they each have their own challenges, right? I just realized I got a little bit of a foobar on this boot wing. You know, and that's one of the cool things about this too, right? You're totally right, Glitch. You know, you get to a point to where you're looking at it and you're like, I don't know if I like that. And then you realize, you know what, though? This guy, it makes sense that looks like a big old tear in his cloak, because guess what? This dude just traveled 200 miles to fight a dragon. He's not gonna have perfectly groomed hair and you know, his clothes are not going to be unscathed. I had to fix a couple of the boots with the wings were a little goofy. So I just fixed those. Alright. Something I've never done before, but I'm going to try to just gently brush some of this white there. Alright, I like it. So really all I have left to do is hair, face, hands, and the lyre itself. Oh, I got something to do there. I just realized. Okay, hair. Dark hair. And I believe Muffin Cake said dark hair. Okay. We can do Now, the weakest part of these miniatures is always the hair and the face. Just because they're so tiny, it's hard to get details in on them, but... Dig the rings I'm wearing. Thank you. Yeah, this is yeah, I try to accessorize sometimes. Yeah, I don't know. I started wearing rings a while ago. Just one of those things that I feel like men are allowed to wear rings. I think it's kind of a dated practice, fashion, you know, dealio, but. It's okay. I also wear a necklace. I do get asked frequently if I served in the Navy. Because of my one ring. And although I had tried to join the United States military many times in my younger years, I did not. I am just a very big fan of Sea of Thieves and pirates in general, so I went with that ring a long time ago. I like it. Now, I have a lot of people in my family served in the Navy. That's true. My brother, he's actually still in the Navy. And I love the ocean. I live in the middle. You can't even get more middle of the country from where I live. In fact, if you look at a map, you could probably figure out the state that I live in. But which I'm not ashamed. I don't keep that a secret. I don't care. But I live right in the middle of the country in Nebraska, and my favorite place to go to, though, however, is Florida, because I love the ocean. Love the ocean. I love being on the water. It's that hard part of trying to paint detail stuff, and it's like you're so close to finishing a figure and you don't want to screw it up. Now the flip side is you can always just repaint stuff. So. Every time I hear this song when it comes on, it makes me think of Final Fantasy 15. I don't know why. It's just so similar to that song out in the desert. Haven't played it, but my wife showed me some of it. Sea of Thieves? If you haven't played Sea of Thieves, you're missing out. It's a great game, man. It's definitely a game, though, that you, like, you sink time into, and sometimes you don't realize it. But it's absolutely one of my favorite ones. Thanks for that alert, Glitch. Is it frozen? No. It's working on my end. I need to back out and jump back in. I really like how this guy turned out. I really like how this guy turned out. Now you're gonna notice, Muffin Cake, when you get it, that you know, the face is, I can't do detail on the face very well yet, so it's one of the skills I'm working on. But we'll get there. I'm gonna do some washing, I think, on these boots and pants. I'm still here, just trying not to get too distracted here, as I'm really trying to avoid hitting this dark wash on his wings, on his boots. I mean, I know that his wings would probably be getting dirty, but I like to think that maybe these boots were like a a gift given to him for magic boots. You know, from somebody at the Bard College he went to in Waterdeep. And here's the funny thing about it: it's magical properties. It's just that the wings never get dirty. These are the best boots I've ever had. I never have to wash them. Now we're just doing some of this wash here, but we're not really done yet. We still have to do some details on the lyre. I want to kind of maybe do some like really cool gem work or something, you know, on it. Maybe not. That might be a little too much, and not because this might look weird. There's a bunch of colored dots all over it, you know. So far, though. No worries. No worries at all, Muffin Cake. Okay. How do we... Really got to figure out how I'm going to do this. So we're going to do a little bit of metallic highlight. Not really like rivets. I almost feel like I should have done that with gold, not silver. No, maybe not. He's got a lot of gold on him. Why would he have more gold? I mean, that would be more ornate, but... Abysmal Black, there you are. Tiny bit of black here as well. We're going to do that just to give the hole in the lyre essentially the look that it's a hole. And a little bit of silver back on the outline there. Damn it, I see one stray hair on this brush.
spent it in good company.
You guys are witnessing some like deep and dark and dirty paintbrush maintenance here. How's it make you feel?
Alas, it was to none but me, and all I've done for one Darwin to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whate'er befalls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. For all the comrades that e'er I had, they're sorry for my going away, and all the sweethearts that e'er I had, they wish me one more day to stay. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whate'er befalls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. But since it fell into my lot that I should rise and you should not, I'll gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. So fill to me the parting glass and drink a health whate'er befalls. Then gently rise and softly call. Good night and joy be to you all. Good night and joy be to you
Whew. All right. Sorry I got quiet there for a minute, guys. Again, it's kind of, you get to a point where you're doing those details. You just really gotta focus. Tell you what, man, this cold or whatever it is that I had, right, my wife was sick, and then my daughter's got a cold now, and my boy had like a little bit of one, but I don't know if it really was, how much of it really was a cold. Like he's 2. He gets sniffles and little things here and there all the time, right? It's hard to really tell. Let's see. I bet I can take this. I'm gonna do a little photo shoot here. Sometimes this phone camera does not do the miniatures justice. All right, so now that that's done, we do need to come in here and do just kind of a brown, what is this? Kind of just a brown base coat on the base coat on the base, because then, where's my brown notes? Because then, once that's dry, I will be doing the glue and the flocking on the base. Which essentially, if you're not sure what flocking is, it's basically grass or moss or sand or rock, any kind of basing that you're going to do. You know, if you're going to make them on a desert, you would do sand. If you're standing in a meadow, maybe we'll do some grass on this one. In fact, I think Kel and or Grethik is going to be standing on grass. So I think I'll do grass for all of them because they are in a party together. So they're probably standing in the same area. In fact, and while that's drying, we're gonna base Kel. Every time I say that out loud, though, I always think like I'm gonna smoke my character. We're gonna do some bass, man. We're gonna bass him. Yeah. All right, don't mind me in my pajamas still. Well, I appreciate you feel that way, Muffin Cake, but trust me, the pictures never do it justice. Let's go down here. All right. All right, Kel. For whatever reason, he had a very wide base to go on that little black base there, but whatever. So this is just glue, and kind of what I like to do is, hey there. So we'll take one of these little shrubberies. We're going to dabble glue on it here. Put that there. See if we can't find a rock that we like. These are rocks I got out of my yard. Like that one.
And I think for Drawlight, though, we're going to give him a rock, but we're going to give him one that's like quartzy. This one. Or granite. That one looks like granite almost, right? Alright, so we have that on there now. Where's that little rock? Not Arkansas. Come on now. You know what? He's not going to have a rock because he doesn't have enough base. Alright. So. So we take him. Whoop, whoop. Glue all on here. Just kind of sprinkle that on there. Oh my gosh. Whoo! Alright, there's Kel. He got his flocking on. His base is done. It's a little white under the grass because it's going to be, the glue is still a little wet. We'll just set him back up there. He'll dry. It'll look perfect. I can't believe I did that, but whatever. So, for Drawlight, you know what? No. Drawlight gets wildflowers on his basing. Get off, please. Thank you. We're not going to do that. We're going to do wildflowers for Drawlight, and then he'll also have that rock.
We're not going to do the grass right away for Drawlight because this rock, I don't want it to move at all. Oh my. I don't know how the hell that happened. Come on. There we go. Okay, we'll let that dry. And then we'll just have to add the grass and he's done. I do have a couple details I want to do once everything's finally done. I might dry brush on a little highlight on his lyre, his little instrument. And then we're going to probably highlight some shine on his hair. His facial hair I might have to retouch up because it just kind of looks like almost like grease smeared on his face, because how else are you supposed to do facial hair on a face that tiny? But that, I mean, that's about all she wrote right there. I think we are we're done with that painting. What time is it? Ended with 12 minutes to spare. Let's put you back up. So, anybody out there, does anybody have a particular monster that they want to have me read out loud from the monster manual? You guys could pick one. You could tell me to randomly pick one. You could tell me a page number, and I will just randomly grab from that page. You're calling how you want to do that, or I might just grab one to end the stream with on my own here. By the way, this was a fantastic stream. I want to thank everybody that came in and hung out. Muffin Cake, thank you so much for coming in and hanging out. You got to see kind of, you know, what was coming of your character. A little bit of the basing's done. We still have some touch-ups to do on him, but I think he turned out very, very well. I really like it. Not the easiest one to paint, but not my most difficult one by far. That's for sure. Kel Hanteron, Human Paladin, Acolyte to Tyr. I need new brushes. Yikes. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab the monster manual. Wish I would have saw that my music stopped. Oh, it didn't stop. It's still there. Alright, so does anybody have a monster they want me to read about or give me a random page number? Like I said before, this is kind of how we end our painting streams when it comes to D&D. Let's read about a fun monster. Also, everybody out there that is not subscribed to my channel, remember, you can subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that support. Also, if you have an Amazon Prime membership, you do get one free subscription a month to a channel on Twitch. Might as well use that right here. That's all I'm saying. But let's go ahead and let's break out the old monster manual. Shall we? What should we do? Should we just grab this page here? Let's grab... on this page. All right. Ooh. Hobgoblins. I'm going to go back to the hobgoblins. Hobgoblins. War horns sound, stones fly from catapults, and the thunder of 1,000 booted feet echoes across the land as hobgoblins march to battle. Across the borderlands of civilizations, settlements and settlers must contend with these aggressive humanoids whose thirst for conquest is never satisfied.
Hobgoblins have a dark orange or red-orange skin, hair ranging from dark red-brown to a dark gray. Yellow or dark brown eyes peer out beneath their beetling brows, and their wide mouths sport sharp and yellow teeth. A male hobgoblin might have a large blue or red nose, which symbolizes virility and power among goblinkin. Hobgoblins can live as long as humans, though their love of warfare and battle means that few do. Hobgoblins belong to a family of creatures called goblinoids. They are often found lording over their cousins, the smaller goblins, and the ferocious bugbears. They are not very friendly. Translation of a hobgoblin war chant. If you guys want to hear what a war chant sounds like from hobgoblins. They break before our shields, they fall beneath our blades. Their home is ours to conquer, and their children are slaves. Acheron, Acheron, victory is ours.
Everybody, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. It is always a pleasure to sit here and hang out with you. I get to spend these few hours Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. This is the time that I get to spend with you all. Whether it's painting a miniature or whether it is playing a video game, raging on Halo, raging on Jedi Fallen Order like I did yesterday, which, you know, that moment in that game, I was weak, guys. I'm sorry. I did not mean for you to see me at my low point of my life on that game. But you did, and I got through it. Don't forget to go through the chat. Join any of the socials you see there. Discord. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me my Facebook page. Follow my Instagram. I'm also on TikTok. You can search for The Real Kiko Baloney on TikTok if you want to follow me on there. I try to make some content to put out there, whether it's for my streaming, Dungeons & Dragons, gaming, whatever it may be, life. But as always, thank you so much. Glitch Eater, thank you very much for the donation, the biddies. We need to get in touch. We need to flesh out what you want, but you have 2 Dungeons & Dragons miniatures coming your way. We will start painting those next week, Wednesday. So that would be Wednesday, the 2nd of March. We will begin painting your miniatures. From there, we'll go ahead and figure out how we get those mailed out to you. And if I have any questions about what you want to see on those, you know, I will be reaching out and asking you. But other than that, guys, have a wonderful day. Do not forget to tune in Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. That is Central Standard Time. Again, as always, guys, have a wonderful day. Don't let your meatloaf. Don't take any wooden nickels. And I will see you soon.